I don't find the joy that I get from being on stage and doing concerts and being with the people and hanging out and we have a good time. I
Yeah.
don't find that anywhere else in my life. I'll miss you, my buddy.
Legendary Smokey Robinson is an icon of Motown, and his voice has resonated in houses for many generations. However, beneath the appealing melodies and striking image is an untold story, a life beyond the spotlight. Today, we take a look into the life story of an 80-year-old singer who reveals surprising facts about himself and the troubles he does not disclose. Smokey Robinson, as you have never heard before. Take a trip with us through his wins and woes, revealing what it was like for a legend in limbo. Let's dive in. Smokey Robinson's early life. The tale of Smokey Robinson unfolds across 8 incredible decades, where vibrant streaks of happiness intersect with somber shades of tragedy. Born to a family of African-American, French, Nigerian, Portuguese, and Cherokee backgrounds in Detroit's North End, young William Robinson Jr. possessed a soul brimming with potential. In his childhood, he was affectionately called Smokey Joe, basking in the warm sunshine of his favorite uncle, Uncle Claude. The bond with his uncle, who shared a love for cowboy movies, ignited Smokey's passion for music, leaving an indelible mark on his artistic spirit. Thriving academically, athletically, and musically at Northern High School, Smokey's musical talent began to blossom. His affinity for sweet doo-wop melodies gave rise to the Five Chimes, showcasing a profound and masterful artistry within him. Remarkably, his birthplace on Belmont Street was just a stone's throw away from the future singer Aretha Franklin. Smokey's musical influences, including Nolan Strong and the Devils and Billy Ward and his Dominoes, captivated him, evoking deep emotions. Another Detroit native, Barrett Strong, played a pivotal role in shaping Smokey's vocal skills, leaving an enduring impact on his career, the beginning of the band. In 1955, with the help of Ronald White and Peter Moore, Smokey initiated a musical venture initially known as The Miracles. This venture, a testament to their unwavering determination and skill, catapulted them to unprecedented glory in the annals of music history. Despite life's heart-wrenching difficulties, marked by the loss of friends and family, tribulations faced by his community, and personal struggles, Smokey's creative genius shone through. His music became the medium through which he expressed a spectrum of emotions, captivating audiences worldwide. The musical enthusiasm of the Detroit boy metamorphosed into a legend that will endure for eternity. The Cinco Chimes teenage group, commencing in 1955, embarked on a musical odyssey that expanded with the inclusion of Bobby Rogers and, ironically, his sister, who would later marry Smokey Robinson. In 1958, the addition of Marv Tarplin, an exceptional guitarist, enriched their sounds with an additional energetic dimension. Transitioning to the moniker Los Matadores, they honed their professional skills in the vibrant Detroit scene, amassing a legion of fans and synchronizing with the city's rhythm. The transformation, however, was not complete. In a pivotal moment, the Skins evolved into Miracles, marking the beginning of a unique era in popular music that will forever be etched in the collective memory. A new beginning. The rejection came like a sharp sting in the winds of August 1957. Smokey Robinson and his band, The Miracles, were unceremoniously ousted by Brunswick Records after an audition. Their shattered dream resembled fragile glass fragments on the unforgiving groundstones. However, fate, ever unpredictable, had a different plan in store. Their encounter with Berry Gordy, a man who would become their life-changer, turned the tide. Gordy, finely attuned to the stirring depths of the human heart, sensed something extraordinary in the distinct sound emanating from Smokey's vocal cords and the fearless allure of his songs. Unlike those who viewed it as a path of disappointment, Gordy envisioned possibilities where none seemed to exist. This chance meeting propelled Gordy to adopt the Miracles and navigate them through the intricate maze of the entertainment sector. Smokey, an ambitious young man, grappled with aligning his grand dreams amidst the daily hustles and bustles of life. The world, consistently volatile for him, had revealed its instability multiple times. To counter this uncertainty, he ventured off to university, opting for electrical engineering. Lista de James is one among many who have been exposed, yet the seductive voice of music proved irresistible, drawing him away from his academic pursuits and back onto the stage, where he truly belonged. Smokey and the Miracles played a pivotal role in shaping Motown Records, among its first signed acts. Established even before Motown officially launched, they infused the label with their unique harmony and contagious vitality, shaping the soul of a generation. Following Smokey's brief university stint, they released their first album, initiating an incredible musical journey that became a remedy for Smokey, helping him cast aside life's bitterness. In the twilight of a decade consumed by a cultural revolution in 1960, a group of young boys led by the soulful Smokey Robinson crafted melodies that endured for over 50 years. Motown's first million-selling hits emerged with their magic touch. Robinson and the Miracles dominated the airwaves for the next decade, recording some 26 top 40 songs imbued with whispers of sadness and suffering. However, the rise of formidable songwriting teams like Holland Dozier Holland and Whitfield Strong at Motown marked a significant shift. Robinson found himself overshadowed as others' raw and unfiltered emotions replaced his once predominant position as the label's top writer-producer. Yet, the musical landscape paid attention to the voices of Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder, while Robinson's remained overlooked. Nevertheless, Robinson's spirit remained boundless. His melancholic creativity allowed him to pen poignant and beautiful works that enriched others' music, collaborating with the likes of the Four Tops, the Supremes, and his close friends and associates in their group, the Miracles. Together, they crafted a melancholy opera that delved into the depths of their lives, in collaboration with Moore Pete, his steadfast friend. Marital life. But beyond the glittering spotlight lay Smokey's own life, echoing bittersweet tunes. His brief married life commenced when he wedded Claudette Rogers in 1959, blossoming into a seemingly perfect family with the birth of 2 children, Barry, named after the great Motown innovator, and Tamla, whose presence became a comforting melody at home. Yet, beneath their seemingly ideal union, lurked a form of darkness. Over time, the harmony of their relationship started fracturing, leading to a painful separation. Smokey and Claudette, blessed with 3 children, faced the challenges of a relationship falling apart. Robinson openly admits finding solace in the arms of other women, including a 1-year love affair with Diana Ross. The illicit affair with Ross didn't dissipate due to a lack of passion, but rather out of Ross's reluctance to betray her dear friend Claudette. The repercussions of this love affair resonated throughout their lives like an everlasting soundtrack of love and despair. Despite his infidelity, Smokey retained intense affection for Claudette. The truth came to light with the birth of his son, Trey, in 1984 from a different relationship, leading to the realization that shattered their marriage in 1986. The affair, years before the divorce, inspired the song The Agony and the Ecstasy on the album A Quiet Storm. Heartbroken, Robinson sought solace and eventually remarried Frances Gladney in 2002. Amid the tranquil rhythm of their life together, intertwined with winemaking at home in Pittsburgh, their existence became a softer melody, offering shelter against the storms of his tumultuous past. Solo career. By 1969, it became evident that the relentless touring circuit and the bittersweetness of Tears of a Clown had overwhelmed Robinson. This song served as a strong reminder that he should have settled down and lived peacefully with his wife Claudette and 2 kids in a serene place. Tethered to Motown through contracts, Robinson's heart was no longer in the limelight. Instead, he yearned for something else, the whispered melody of home life rather than the buzzing voice of crowds. The curtain was descending on a once colorful tapestry, an epic saga weaving triumphs and tribulations, ultimately reaching its final point as he prepared to exit the stage and gracefully embrace retirement on his own terms. The once revered king of soul and emotions, Smokey Robinson, found himself lost in silence. The music that once flowed like a mighty, melancholic tributary of beauty had diminished to a pitiful streamlet. Albums such as Smokey's Family Robinson in the Deep, My Soul, and Love, Bree, and Smokin' became casualties of time. His creative fire, which once dictated the voice of others, was now reduced to a mere whisper. Amidst this decay, a glimmer of hope emerged in the form of Marv Tarplin, his old friend and miracle companion, reaching out with an eerie tune. Smokey's creative spirit was rekindled by this small act, a simple melody strummed on the guitar. This sparked an inferno buried under years of skepticism and melancholy, giving birth to yet another classic hit, Cruisin'. Millions shared the same kind of heartache as Smokey, and this sad harmonica tune touched a universal chord in all these people. Cruisin' soared to #1 in the charts, confirming that age could not stifle Smokey's voice. It went far beyond a mere song. It was a cry for artistic triumph out of despair. After the triumph of Cruisin', Smokey embarked on another innovative mission. Another emotional ballad, Let Me Be the Clock, followed in his next album, Warm Thoughts. Although it did not climb as high, it served as a reminder that Smokey could create everlasting melodies infused with something that touched the soul. The year was 1972. The curtain fell on an era under the dim lights of a Washington, D.C. stage. Smokey Robinson, the craftsman of many soul-inspired tunes, bid farewell to the miracles. The air vibrated with a sweet yet bitter reminiscence of the lost grandeur of the past musical empire, casting a melancholic shadow over the stage. Return to music. The year-long retreat into shadows was a time of silent reflection and nostalgia. Nevertheless, Smokey returned in 1973 with a ray of hope. Smokey. It was indeed an elegy dedicated to his past. It was a sad cloth woven into the miracle and sweet harmony. Although it had nostalgic memories, this was a reminder of a faded past. However, the fire that started his solo career was put off by his subsequent album, Pure Smokey. He was a ghost of his former self who had failed to keep up with the new trends in the music sector. At this time, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, and Eddie Kendricks had become superstars. However, it was as if Smokey's voice would just disappear among the noise. Robinson refused to be silenced. His Quiet Storm in 1975 was another album that depicted his inner struggles. Baby, That's Back Atcha, and The Agony and the Ecstasy were heartfelt protest songs against white oppression. Radio stations developed a specific radio format based on this work, and it can be argued that Robinson's impact lives on today. On the other hand, he attained nothing in his solo success, but was popular as a Motown vice president. Cruel irony, the label's creator now faced the invisibility of his music. However, this did not deter him from his commitment to music. Thus, he kept on singing, composing, and making an everlasting impression on himself in this place we call the world. The strength of his resilient story shows us that no matter how dark one may fall, one will always get up again. Yet his legacy resonated deeply. Fellow musicians even recognized the lasting strength of this music. George Harrison honored him through the Pure Smokey song in 1976, showing that these songs still lived on beyond their years. Even John Lennon and Paul McCartney were not immune to this magic as they presented their somber versions of You Got a Hold on Me. 1981. Robinson achieved chart-topping success again by releasing the romantic ballad Being With You. This song secured the #1 spot on the Cashbox chart and reached #2 on the prestigious Billboard Hot 100. The track also claimed the top position on the UK singles chart, marking it as Robinson's most triumphant single up to that point. The accompanying parent album, which earned a Gold Plus certification, marked the beginning of a collaboration with George Tobin. Together, they worked on subsequent Motown albums, such as Yes, It's You Lady, featuring the hit Tell Me Tomorrow, Touch the Sky, and SR. In 1983, Robinson joined forces with fellow Motown artist Rick James to record the R&B ballad Ebony Eyes. The collaboration showcased Robinson's versatility and continued his musical journey. Facing personal and professional challenges, Robinson staged a comeback in 1987 with the album One Heartbeat. The singles Just to See Her and One Heartbeat became top 10 hits across Billboard's pop, soul, and adult contemporary charts, aided by compelling music videos. Just to See Her earned Robinson his inaugural Grammy Award in 1988. The album's success was unprecedented, selling over 900,000 copies in the United States alone. The same year, the UK group ABC paid tribute to Robinson with their song When Smokey Sings. Robinson's solo achievements were officially recognized when he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988. However, controversy arose as the induction only acknowledged Robinson, not his group, the Miracles. This perceived omission stirred Robinson's displeasure, and it wasn't until 2012 that the committee corrected this error, announcing the Miracles' induction on their merit. Although Robinson wasn't listed as an inductee, he played a crucial role in inducting his former group at the 2012 ceremony. Following MCA's acquisition of Motown in 1988, Robinson stepped down as vice president. He continued his musical journey with the album Love Smokey, released in 1990, departing from Motown for a deal with SBK Records in 1991. Unfortunately, the album Double Good Everything failed to impact the charts. Robinson maintained a low profile throughout the 90s, with a notable appearance in the Temptations' 1998 miniseries. His brief comeback in 1999, marked by his re-signing from Motown and the release of the album Intimate, featuring the song Easy to Love, showcased his enduring talent. 2003, Robinson severed ties with Motown again, unveiling the gospel album Food for the Spirit on Liquid 8 Records in 2004. Further diversifying his musical contributions, he lent his voice to the main title theme song, Colorful World, for the children's animated series Todd World. 2006, Robinson returned to his roots by releasing the standard album Timeless Love on Universal Records. The year 2009 saw Robinson release Time Flies When You're Having Fun on his label, Robso Records. The album reached 59 on the Billboard album chart, marking his highest position since One Heartbeat. Subsequent releases, including Now and Then in 2010, showcased Robinson's enduring appeal. In 2014, Robinson released Smokey and Friends, an album featuring duets with artists like Elton John, Linda Ronstadt, and James Taylor. The album achieved notable success, reaching number 12 on the Billboard album chart. Robinson continued to expand his repertoire by releasing his first post-Miracles Christmas album, Christmas Every Day, in 2017. The same year, he appeared on CMT Crossroads alongside country singer Cam. In April 2017, Robinson became an arts mentor under Turnaround Arts at Fremont Lopez Elementary School in Stockton, California. His commitment to supporting the arts continued with a special guest appearance on the Fox Network's show Beat Shazam in July 2018. Robinson's collaborations extended to Anderson .Paak's 2019 album Ventura, where he featured on the song Make It Better. As of 2023, Robinson announced his return to the music scene with the upcoming release of his first album in nearly a decade, titled Gasms. This 9-track album, featuring entirely new music, is set to launch in April 2023. The first single from the album, If We Don't Have Each Other, was already available on streaming services by January 2023. Robinson's enduring career, marked by numerous achievements and contributions to various musical genres, continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Achievements. Smokey Robinson's story is full of triumphant melodies and heartfelt grievances. His reincarnation after some break at the beginning of the 1980s was very successful. In 1981, his soft ballad, Being With You, topped all the charts throughout the world. For this reason, it was a brief but essential moment, a ray of light in a landscape full of sad, self-reflective writing. In 1983, he worked together with another Motown great, Rick James, on Ebony Eyes, one of the most hauntingly beautiful duets in history. The song reverberated with listeners who recognized his lasting impact while contributing towards the unquestionable success. On the other hand, the ABC British pop group commemorated Robinson's legacy through a somber tribute. Despite its sadness, it highlighted Robinson's artistic prowess by the millions. These years saw an extraordinary setback, with high and low points. Robinson was a solo artist inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988. Nevertheless, the delight of their recognition was dwarfed by a contentious move whereby the Hall opted out of Robinson's favorite group, The Miracles. The omission hurt Robinson, opening the widest fissures for several years. At last, as late as 2012, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame made amends for this oversight when they inducted the Miracles themselves. Although Robinson was never on the board's list of members, the invitation to conduct the farewell ceremony represented bittersweet closure. We follow the story of Smokey Robinson's life, with the bittersweet aroma of success and estrangement lingers. After being recognized for his work with the Miracles, Motown was sold to MCA in the late 80s, thereby darkening the cloud of sadness. However, the road ahead would be strewn with obstacles when, in 1990, he released his first solo album, Love Smokey. Having reached a dead end, Robinson changed his record label and joined SBK Records in 1991, where he released the double album Well, Everything, which did not even appear on any charts. This was when the once easy flow of melodies almost stopped, and the 90s became a very silent period. Yet Robinson's spirit remained undimmed. In 1999, he briefly returned to Motown and released the soft, intimate album, A Quiet Storm, which proved his continued passion for music. It reverberated with the whispers of his past that indicated he remains talented to date. The 2003 gospel album Food for the Spirit by Liquid 8 Records was his expression of faith and the ability to cure with music. This was like an exposition of the inner self, and in addition, it showed that there is strength in music. During this year, in 2006, Robinson made a melancholy journey through time by presenting an album, Timeless Love, a collection of standards referring back to soul classics from their childhood days. A younger generation, nostalgic for an older tune, was quick to pick up on this desperate attempt at reclaiming the enchantment of yore. One of his most successful albums for a long time was Time Flies When You're Having Fun, which came out in 2009 and occupied number 59 position in the Billboard chart. Fans were quickly flashed back into a brief part of the past that reminded them of the musical glories he had achieved. His career bitterness did not stop even with Engaged, which was released in 2010 and became number 131, while giving him deep awareness about the transition in this industry. The legendary singer-songwriter Smokey Robinson still surprises everyone by continuing his unmatched career of over 60 years. However, despite attaining fame, Robinson still wanted to help people through his songs or other philanthropic acts. Captivating duets with iconic artists such as Elton John and Linda Ronstadt was an album that Robinson released in 2017. This exemplifies his continuing ability to resonate with listeners. resulting in this album charting at position number 12 within the Billboard rankings. Later that same year, he released Christmas Every Day, and this was his first solo Christmas album where he had a heartbreaking introspection into the varying seasons of life. However, Robinson goes beyond that and dedicates her time to helping grow the new breeds of artists. He was a designated arts mentor at Fremont Lopez Elementary School in 2017, showing his commitment to education and art development. In addition, he has been lighting up the globe for many years and still manages to keep on connecting with fresh audiences. He worked with American country artist Carrie Underwood in a collaboration titled CMT Crossroads in 2018, demonstrating how contemporary his music is. He also participated in Anderson. Pax Ventura album linked young artists with old-school music. Today, in 2023, he announces his first album in almost 10 years entitled Gams, which features brand new and unique compositions that prove his everlasting ingenuity. The initial release, If We Don't Have Each Other, already speaks volumes of the impact of Robinson's music today as before. Throughout his career, Smokey Robinson has kept himself involved in entertaining and inspiring millions, supporting emerging artists, and accepting all challenges without any fear of going off the grid, which he never did. As he embarks on this exciting new chapter with Gams, one thing remains certain: the soul and creativity of Smokey Robinson will live on forever. But that itself is relative. What do you think about Smokey Robinson's life and career? Is it unique or just luck or hard work and resilience? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and click on your screen for more amazing videos. See you there. See you there. See you there. See you there.